Maureen, did the people show up today at the event?
It was packed.
Oh, that's good news.
And I did two classes and both of them were packed. Every seat was taken.
I love that. Did the
Yeah.
manager show up? Maureen, did the people show up today Hold on.
At
the event?
it was packed.
Oh, that's good news.
And it was so good. I think people really enjoyed it. I was very happy with it.
Oh, good. And then you'll just share about it in an email
Yes.
so I know to follow up.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And was Dr. Ramos there?
No, I didn't see her at all.
Okay.
I went by her office. I didn't see her, and then she didn't come by. So I don't know.
Okay. Okay. It's in the okay, we're good. We're in YouTube and we are in the app. What happened? Can you hear me? Maureen, could you say something?
Hi.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. Sheila, are you okay. All right. I don't hear you, Sheila, honey. No, you're muted. Unmute yourself. No, you're muted, darling, please. You have to unmute yourself. She's stuck. And we have 1 minute. We're gonna let people in. Sheila, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, you're unmuted. Did you do anything that you got stuck?
Yes, I went on my hotspot because I thought that there was
All
some
right, so we're
issue with
good
my
now,
connection.
correct? I'm gonna start letting people in. Just woo! We are live in our app, people. Yes. Who did we drop off? We didn't lose Bridget. Bridget had it. No,
No,
Bridget's
she's
in
here.
already. Good, good, good. Yes. Okay, let's go for it. And we are recording. Yes, yes.
We are recording. I'm ringing the bells.
Yes. This is
Ringing the
different.
bells.
What are you doing? You bringing the bell?
Yes,
Mary
ringing the bells.
Ellen.
And the bells do not come across when we are on here. We just want to welcome everyone. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome,
Hello.
Welcome.
welcome.
Hi, Marianne. You want your video on or your video off, Marianne? Off? Okay. We like to see people, but I figured that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Masterclass. We do this once a year, goal setting. We should be doing it like once a month. Well, goal setting is weekly, a weekly practice that every individual, if they looked at their SMART goal weekly, we'd reach all of our goals, and life would be great, reaching our goals. So here we are. One a year we do for Masterclass for this one, goal setting. Welcome, everybody. I'm just trying to help Marion take that video off. There we go. Bye-bye. Welcome, Noreen, Queen Bridget, Mary Ellen. And who's kicking us off tonight? Maureen, you kicking us off?
Yes. Yes. Welcome,
Instructions.
everyone.
Yes.
Welcome to our goal setting and manifestation masterclass. We're so excited to have all of you here. And first, let me just take a moment to ask you to just start to get yourself grounded so we're all connected here together. If you have a cell phone nearby, go ahead and mute it. Let's all be within this time and this space and this energy all together.
Yeah.
And then I just want to check if everyone can hear me and see me okay. If you can hear me, go ahead. If you're on Zoom, just find the chat and just type in, yes, I can hear you, welcome, and anything at all. So we know that you're hearing us, you're seeing us, and you found the chat box. So we're going to keep this very interactive as well. So we want to make sure that you're all familiar with where the chat is. And we're thrilled to have people joining from all over. Some of you I know are here on Zoom. Others are joining us on our app. So just
Oh,
say a
sorry.
quick hello on the Zoom if you're here in that regard. If you're watching us inside the private app, please note that we're not monitoring the questions live, but we will get to them at a later time. So no worries. Keep an eye out on that. We'll definitely get back to any questions, any comments at all. And if you're on Zoom, we want to make sure that we're fully engaged. So using that chat box we mentioned, share your thoughts, share your comments. You can raise your hand, and later there'll be time for everyone to have an opportunity to speak as well. And at that point, you can feel free to unmute yourself. So just note where the mute and the unmute is. And then we'll open the floor at a later time, and we would love to hear from you directly. So just, make a mental note if there's some things that you would like to share at that point. And during our time, we'll keep you all muted together prior to that so we can all move through the material and not have any distractions. So now let me just ask you this. Are you ready to transform your life and create what we call a roadmap to manifest your dreams? All right. So if yes, I want to hear from you in the chat. Let's get a couple of yeses going on in there. And now I want to introduce you to Sheila, who's going to be setting the stage a little bit more, right, Sheila?
Yes. Thank you so much, Maureen. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, everyone, for getting on here. I see some yeses dropping in the chat. All good stuff. Like Maureen said, we're going to be interactive. And what I'd like to do, Maureen said, get yourself grounded. I'm going to get us grounded into the moment of here and now. So I'm going to invite you to connect with your breath and start to just take a few deep breaths in through your nostrils. Roll your shoulders back, stretch your neck out, wherever you are. If you're in a safe place to do so, even close your eyes for a second. No one's watching you. Breathe in through your nostrils, fill up your belly like you have a balloon right inside of you, and your only job is just to blow that balloon up. So inhale with expansion and then letting go right out through your exhale, out through your mouth. And when we say the word grounding, it's just rooting us into this moment. So often we are multitasking, doing 7 things at the same time. And when we take a few mindful, deep breaths, we're really grounding into our energy of being a human being and coming down out of the human thinking and, processing all of the stuff of life. And human beings can absorb 10 times more information, not just hear, absorb 10 times more information and really utilize that information in a greater way when we ground our energy. So thank you for going through that with me. So for tonight, yes, we are so grateful and thankful for our community, like Maureen shared in the app, on Zoom. I think Maria's in YouTube. We have things happening. We're so grateful for our community that we love to put this event on because January is our reset, right? We want to reset and make sure that we're not just saying what we want. We really want to, as a community, leverage each other and make our goals manifest, really bring them to life. So we're going to accomplish a few things tonight for your notes. And of course, if you didn't get your pen and paper, grab one now. We want to make sure that you're tuned in to this event. No multitasking, no phones, just forget all that stuff and really dedicate this time for you. So over the next hour, we're going to take you on a guided visualization, and we really want to help you tap into the power of your feeling body, your emotional body, to really recharge you and get you set up to hit those goals, not just to talk about them. The second thing that we are offering tonight is we're going to help you clarify. Some people say, well, I don't really know what I want. I just know what I don't want. Okay, we'll help you find clarity in your goals. We'll be doing that by using a be, do, and have method, which is really a proven method that absolutely works. The third thing, if anyone knows Maria, they know the word SMART goal. But what we're going to do is we're going to ungeek it. We're not going to be so geeky about SMART goal. We're really going to be alive in creating that SMART goal. And if you don't know what SMART stands for, just hang on. We're going to get into that, of course, in just a little bit. And we're also really going to be becoming aware of and then removing obstacles, because so when time goes by and we just aren't aware of things, we feel like we lose time. Do you ever feel that way? Right? I don't know what happened. I checked out for X amount of time. We're going to learn how to become more aware of these obstacles that keep showing up and really have a tangible way to remove them out of our life, whatever is standing in our way, keeping us stuck. And finally, we're going to show you how to immerse yourself in the right environment, community, place, so that you are going to stay on track, not just to write your goals down once again, but to really manifest them and live that life that you are, that you are wanting or have wanted and maybe gave up a little bit, and we're recharging that. Some people bring out their candle today, have crystals, essential oils, bring on whatever it is that you need to really ground into this time and to create a memorable experience for yourself so that these goals come to life for you. And when we have all the senses engaged, that's when we really are able to propel forward and really be live, be living in that future you. And that's what we're going to be accomplishing tonight. So with that, I guess another breath, another breath would really be very helpful. And before I get into the guided visualization, because I'm kicking us right off, we're going right into that. What I wanted to share this evening is, so many people throw around, we know what goal setting is, right? Anyone ever have a goal before? I think we have, right? All of us have. Okay. The word manifesting, people throw that around. I'm a manifester, and it's all over Instagram, and people are putting up their posts, and it's like, wow, do they have a magic wand and everything just appears to them? Well, I want to share what that word actually means. You ever think of what the word actually means? Think about it for a second, maybe even drop in the chat. What does the word manifest mean to you? Well, I found it pretty interesting. If we break the word down, manifest, if you break the word mani, it means from the hands, right? We all went for a manicure before, right? It's a Latin term that means to create from your own hands, to design, to sculpt, to create, to be the creator of. And that is the first part of the word. And then the word fest is this idea of being clearly visible, to being tangible, striking. So the word manifest is to create hands with your hands, the life, the circumstances, I don't know, the boat, whatever these things are that you want to show up in a striking evidence that it's so clear that you created that with your own hands. That is my interpretation of manifesting. And I'd like for you to just to sit with that, because we say we're the creator of our realities. Well, here's a really interesting plunge into that reality, being that creator. So if you're ready, is everyone ready to get in here? Okay. So take that other deep breath, breathe in through your nose, take a few inhales and just get yourself comfortable. You can start to gently close your eyes down if you like. I know I told you a few minutes ago to grab a pen and a paper. This part of the exercise is immersion. This is about you just being in the soup of this experience. So just let go if you can, if you're in a safe place to do so, and you can close your eyes down. I absolutely, definitely recommend that. And just get yourself grounded, breathing in through your nostrils. We talked earlier about breathing all the way into the belly, expanding out and letting go right out through your mouth. With your breath, you're not only letting go of air, you're letting go of tension and stress and all of these things that are perhaps holding us back from where it is that we want to go. So just get into that breath and roll those shoulders back and just with each breath that you bring in to your body, start to feel a little bit more and more relaxed and start to just let go of any areas of tension. Awareness is the first invitation in. So if you start to become aware of an area of your body that's calling out to you, just breathe into that space and gently let go and allow the breath to bring you into a deeper and calmer experience, coming more into your body, coming down out of the thinking brain, just being in the feeling body for just a few moments. And I'd like for you to think about your life situation. And I'd like for you to jump into yourself, seeing yourself, your life situation in 5 years from now. Take that journey into the future if you can. Take a couple of moments just to start to imagine you plus 5 years. So yes, we're moving into 2030 on this planet Earth to 2030, 5 years from now. And just imagine that you are living your best life, that you have hit all your goals, even if you don't currently know exactly what they are. Just imagine yourself of that glow that's coming off of you, just feeling proud of where you are. And I ask you to visualize yourself. Can you see yourself? Can you see what it is that you look like? Are you smiling? Are you glowing? Are you calmer? Are you happier? Are you richer? How does it feel to be in your body in 5 years from now with all of your hopes, your dreams, and your goals, and they've all come true? How does that feel? What is the sensation that you have? How does it feel on your skin? And then I'd like for you to take a look around in your mind's eye and just acknowledge who is around you, what is around you. Are you in a different place, in a different home? Do you have a different career? Are you retired? Who else is with you? And what are they saying about you? Imagine the people that you love the most that are just looking at you with pride and joy and excitement. And just take a quick moment to visualize yourself just passing by a mirror and looking right into your eyes, into the windows of your soul, and being so grateful and so proud, knowing that you did it, you did it, you did all of it. That maybe you're even ahead of where you thought you might be at that time. And take another breath and just come back to that same place 5 years from now. And just shift a moment. Same time, 2030. And just visualize yourself in the same exact situation that you're in now, where maybe nothing has changed. Maybe you're still in the same place, facing the same challenges, or taking a look at your goals and feeling, what is the feeling of not hitting those things, of not feeling successful, Success is a feeling. Remember that. It's not a yacht. It's not a plane. It's the feeling that we get from hitting our goals, or the things that we think are going to make us feel a different way. How does it feel in your body? What emotions are coming up? Sometimes it's disappointment, anger, whatever that is. Just allow it to be, right? This is your experience. And then when you're ready, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes. And I didn't bring us all here to get us depressed. So here's the good news. You have the power, the ability to manifest. You have those hands that can create change. Do you agree with that? Do we agree with that? Maybe you haven't thought about it before. How many times have you given your power away to, it is what it is? It's out of my hands. Nothing I can do about it. Well, you don't know where I came from. You don't know my circumstances. And we argue to stay the same. So tonight, if you're ready to take the first step into taking your power back and to being the manifestor, the creator of those life experiences, to create that energy in your life, say, I'm ready. Are we ready? I hear Maria saying I'm ready. Everybody's ready. Awesome, because we're here with you. We're here to work with you and to guide you. And now that we've done that exercise and we're back into the moment with the pen and the paper and all that stuff, I'm going to pass the time over to Maria, and she's going to bring us into an incredible exercise.
Sheila, you really, one thing I say, well, I'm not the only one that says it. You can bring us right into that deep meditation. You have that tone, that voice. That was excellent. And thank you for doing that and making us go, where do we go into the future to want to feel what it's like when we reach our goals and then to not have it. That's why it's so important to take the action steps every day. Okay, because goals are not just one and done. Goals are for, I started goaling when I needed to figure out how to get out of my childhood domestic violence house at 18. So you keep goal setting and goal setting. When we become seniors, we have to figure out how we're going to become a senior. We want to goal set things. What are we going to do with our time? When you become an empty nester, your kids are gone. What are we going to do with our time? So life is about goal setting. And when we created this transformational gangsters company, we picked 4 workshops. Goal setting was the most important one, along with decision making, belief busting, and smart goaling. Okay, well, this is the smart goaling one. So I just want to let you know that how important it is that if you've taken this before, there's goal setting is a continuous practice. It's not a one and done. If you think it's a one and done, then you're not going to reach your goals because the little action steps in between is goal setting. So thank you, Sheila, for doing that. Some of you, we're just meeting for the first time. There's some people that are inside our membership app right now, watching us live that we haven't met. I unlocked it so that people can come in and see what we have to offer. But our app is normally locked at this level. And so for those of you who are meeting us for the first time, I just want to share a little bit about who we are. You can Google us. We're all over the internet. Maria Rangadia Brody, Sheila Brody, Maureen Brody. We're family owned and operated. We've been in the health and wellness industry for 27 plus years. This is our passion. So if this is your first time here, know that you could go back inside our app and watch the replay. It's going to be there for you. And I just a little bit about the journey of why we're here, because of growing up in childhood domestic violence, dealing with addictions, people deferring me from reaching my goal, noisy mental chatter that could have taken us off our route to get where we wanted to be. The tools that we implement and we give you tonight are tools that keep us on our track to help us reach our goals. So we want to inspire you and give you these tools so you could break free from whatever is holding you back. That's it. We're all held back by something in life. We just have to break free from it. So this workshop isn't just about setting goals. It's about rediscovering your power, your internal power, your full potential, and aligning that with your purpose, and then stepping into your life and creating the true life story as you wish to see it. And Sheila and I together, we wrote a book, and it's called Breaking Free from Mobster to Mentor. And this purpose of the title of the book, but the first line says, if I could do it, so can you. Because my story is proof that transformation is possible. Nobody's stuck. We all have the same potential to take ourselves from where we are to where we want to be. And like I shared, growing up, I survived childhood domestic violence. I battled addiction, and I spent many years of my life living in fear. But through the faith, through discipline, and through determination, I found a way to break those labels. People were labeling me left and right. She's crazy. What are you kidding me? This, that, forget it. It was mental noise and a lot of other people's mental noise that were defining me. So, along with Sheila, we co-authored this Breaking Free book, From Mobster to Mentor, and it shares true stories of overcoming darkness and finding freedom. And like I said, if I could do it, so can you. Don't ever think that it's impossible, because the very word says it. I am possible. So this workshop is about giving you the tools to create the shift for yourself. We're supportive characters. We're accountability partners. We deliver the material, but you're the person that needs to take the action steps no matter what. The old saying, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. It's the same thing. And over 27 years, since 1998, Sheila, Maureen, and myself, we poured our hearts into building a family of wellness brands, which includes the Green Spa and Wellness Center. Some of you know it, Legend of the Spa, and Transformational Gangsters. We faced our own challenges along the way of women creating an empire. And just like Maureen, bravely staring cancer in the face and allowing her faith to and her goals to take herself from where she was to where she wants to be, facing that. But it's about our passion in helping others and helping you grow stronger. Okay, so we believe that we create this space for you to heal, to grow, to transform. We are a community, and this workshop is one of the many things that we have to offer you. Today, especially in January, you're going to hear a lot of manifestation and goal setting. A lot of people are goal setting in January. There's a reason for it, because it's important. Okay, it's very, very important. So we want to help support you with finding the clarity and the freedom and the joy that you deserve to live in this human being life. So what I want to do right now, I'm going to pass it over to Maureen, and she's going to start with one of our exercises with our workbook. It's the Be, Do, Have exercise, so that you can give yourself some clarity around your goal. This is what it's about, providing yourself clarity so that you can reach them for real. Okay, without being overwhelmed, without pressure. This is supposed to be faith, love, peace, and ease. This is what we do. This is what we want you to mimic and reach those goals. So Maureen, I'm going to pass it over to you. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Of course. Hi, everyone. You can all see me and hear me okay again? Okay. All right. I got some thumbs up. Wonderful. Okay. So Maria just mentioned a little bit about clarity, and the next exercise is about diving deeper and getting a little bit more clear as we go along. So perfect transition, Maria. Love that. And now that you've visualized your future, as Sheila walked us through before, this exercise is about getting very clear on your goals and how you got to that space where you visualize in the future. So I do want you to go ahead and grab your pen and your paper. We're going to start writing, and I promise it's going to be lots of fun. And the first thing that I want you to do is take a notebook or your paper, and on the top, just write the word be, just like this. And underneath that, I'm going to ask you to write a few things that you want to be. And you can go ahead and get started now. I'm going to keep talking as we go through it, but I want to make sure that your pen doesn't stop hitting the paper. So you just keep on writing anything that comes to mind that you want to be. And this could be maybe a trait, a role, an emotion, anything that you want to embody within your own self, and write down everything that comes to mind. So this isn't something that gets censored, anything at all. Nothing's too silly, nothing's too big, too small. So if maybe you want to, maybe become a teacher or a dancer or a writer, like Maria mentioned, she wrote her book. So if that's a goal of yours, go ahead and write that down. I want to be a writer. Or maybe it's a mood or a trait like, I want to feel more happy. I want to be happy. I want to be friendly. I want to be compassionate to my family. Keep on writing, just giving you some ideas, but anything that comes to mind that you want to be, I want you to keep on writing. We're just going to keep going for like about a minute or so. And again, do not censor anything. If it comes to your mind, go ahead and just write it down. And remember, this is interactive. So at the end, we are going to ask you to share a little bit. And maybe there's some things that you want to be in life, like maybe be more charitable or more giving, or be a better parent, sibling, or friend. And maybe it's a job, so you can think big about the job that you want to be or the career that you want to define yourself with. I want to be, and you just fill in the blank and have a lot of fun with it. And I want you to keep dreaming big and just, as you do this, take a deep breath, let that pen keep flowing and flowing. And this is just, within you. So no one's judging you. We're not asking you to see your list. And as you're doing that, I want to ask you how does it make you feel writing down all these things that you want to be? Okay, so I want you to choose things that make you feel really good. And okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and stop writing. So everything that you wrote that came off of the top of your head initially tend to be the things that are the most important to you. And I would like you to now just go ahead and look at your list, everything that you wrote down, and choose just one thing that you feel like is the most important for you right now. So maybe there's some things there for long term, maybe some things for short term, but what's the most important thing that you want to focus on right now? So we just kind of got everything out of our head, and now we got a little more clarity, and now let's focus on the one thing, because we want to avoid that feeling of overwhelm. Sometimes that's something that gets people stuck. So maybe you're focusing on too many things at once, but you're not actually accomplishing anything. So you want to focus on just one thing. So go ahead and circle one thing, and I would love for you to go ahead and share that in the chat box. So when you go ahead and put that out into the universe, you're more likely to accomplish it. So I hope that makes sense. So go ahead, share some of the things that you want to be in the chat, and I'd love to hear from that. We're going to discuss it a little bit more later. And now I want you to do the same thing. And on the top of the paper, we're going to write a little something different. We're going to write everything that you want to do. Oh, I see Annette wrote healthy. A great one. I want to be healthy too. So now go ahead and write the word do on the top of the next piece of paper. So now we're going to start writing everything that you want to do. So you can go ahead and start writing now. And this is, you have one life. So remember, nothing is off limits. So if you want to, run a marathon, maybe that's something you want to do. That was on my list before. It's something that I was able to chisel down and work on little by little. So nothing is off limits at all. Maybe you want to, retire, or maybe you want to learn how to do something new. You want to go on a vacation. You want to swim with dolphins. That's something I want to do. I've never done that. Love that. Maybe you want to, learn a new skill, like you want to, drive a motorcycle, or learn how to drive a car if you haven't done that before, or take a dancing lesson, anything at all that you want to do. Keep on writing. And these can be any experience, any action, any achievement, desire, whatever it is that you want to do. Keep on writing. We have just a few more seconds, and we're gonna go ahead and come back to that. So anybody think of anything good? Okay. So now go ahead and stop writing, and I want you to, again, just circle the one thing that's the most important to you right now of something that you want to do, and go ahead and share that with us in the chat. We want to, kind of hear from you here. So far I got Annette wants to be healthy. So now I want to hear some things you want to do. And these are some fun things. So if it's vacation, experiences, learning a new skill, whatever it is, share at least just one thing with us in the chat. And now we're going to keep on moving. And I think the next one is the most fun one, right? So you can see we're getting a little bit more clear and more clear on what's important to us right now. So I hope you're finding a little bit of clarity. Oh, and I see Mary Ellen wrote wants to be healthier also. And Annette, pickleball. I love that. I want to do pickleball too. And join a pickleball team, Maria said. Yes, we should make a pickleball team. I love that. Okay, so the last one is really fun because these are all the things that you want to have. So you're going to go ahead on the top of your notebook again, just write the word have. And underneath that, go ahead, start writing everything that you want to have in your life. And again, nothing is off limit. So keep in mind, this is as if you're a child and you're on Santa's lap, and anything that you want in the world, you're going to just go ahead and jot it down, right? Nothing is too big or too little, and nothing is impossible. So anything that you want to have, if anybody thinks of anything good, but this could be something material, right? So maybe it's a new house, maybe it's a new car. I want to have a new house. I love that. Maybe it's a new piece of jewelry, a new bag. Maybe it's peace in your life. Anything that you want to have, however you want to interpret that word, is absolutely perfect. Maybe you want to get married, so you want to have, a significant other. Maybe you want to have a new career. You want to have, more peace in your life. You want to have a degree, anything at all that you want to have, a renovated kitchen, right? Anything that comes to mind. I want to have more time with my family. So you can interpret this in any way at all. And we have just a few more seconds for one and a half. So I want to hear from you in just a second. Anything that you're dreaming of, anything that's on your mind that you would like to have, whether it's a physical item or a feeling within you, go ahead and share that. And now, okay, pens down. And I want you to go ahead and circle one thing that's the most important out of all of your lists that you'd like to focus on right now. And I would love for you to go ahead and share that in the chat. I see someone shared time. Yes, I would like more time too. And doing this is actually a way to have more time because you're focusing on one thing at a time. And so your time is not spent all over the place where you're juggling too many things at once. So I hope that makes sense. And Mary Ellen, a new bed. I love that. New furniture always feels so good, and there's nothing like the feeling of a nice, comfy bed. So that's great. Noreen, what did she say? To be thinner and debt free. Yes, love that. Who else wants to be debt free, right? Annette said abundance in every area of life. Yes, I love that. Those are all wonderful. And okay, so now the last step of this, I want you to pick from your top 3 things. You have one thing that you circled you want to be, one thing you circled you want to do, and one thing you circled that you want to have. And pick just one thing that we're going to focus on over the next 30 days. So if that Mary Ellen, let's say, Mary Ellen wants to do bed. So Mary Ellen, over the next 30 days, what are some action steps you can do to get a new bed? And for every one of you who wrote something else, whether it's health or be thinner, Noreen said be thinner or debt free, think of some action steps that you can do over the next 30 days to get closer to that. Now, it can be something you want to complete in 30 days or something that you want to get closer to in 30 days. So if it's a bed, maybe Mary Ellen, you can go to the store and start trying out beds so you can, know how much it is and budget for that, save money, or, using the time to just decide or do your research, right? Noreen, maybe you're going to follow a plan of what you'd like to eat or exercises you'd like to do, but just think about the one thing and the 30 days. So now we want to just make 5 action steps that you can commit to over the next 30 days. And the only catch is that one of them, I'm going to ask you to complete within the next 24 hours, right? So if it's doing research for something, if just being here, right? And having the clarity on that, that's the thing. Going to drive a new car to figure out what the one you want is, whatever it is. Pick one action step that you can commit to within the next 30 days. And that's the one thing that we want you to come out of this class or this workshop with that 100% clarity that you can complete a micro action step. So if you have that feeling of you want to do 100 things and you have the feeling of overwhelmed from that list and you feel like you're juggling too many things but not accomplishing any, doing micro action steps each day will help you to get closer and closer to your goal without even realizing it. And then all of a sudden, you're just going to be that person who has accomplished that goal. right? I hope it makes sense. So think about some of these micro action steps. I love some of your shares already, and I'm looking forward to hearing a little bit more from you in the chat and what you're going to accomplish over the next 24 hours. All right, so thank you so much. And then now I'm going to pass it back over to Sheila to dive a little bit deeper. She's going to talk a little bit about SMART goals, and you can keep in mind the one thing that you focused on so you can dive even deeper into that. All right, so Sheila, take it away.
Yes, of course. I don't think I'm doing the SMART goals. I think
I'm doing a smart
Oh,
goal.
Yeah,
sorry,
Maria's doing
sorry,
SMART
sorry. I
goals.
got
That's
out
all
of
right. You
I
don't have
just,
to be
I just,
sorry.
I'm messaging. I have just a quick question that I want us to just breathe in between these writing things, right? Because that exercise is so, I think, really powerful because, you know, just getting to be like that kid on Christmas and just being like, I want all this stuff, right? I want the diamonds and I want all the things, just write them all down. And then to really look at that list and pick one thing, it's usually not the Rolls Royce, right? It's usually the one thing that stands out is something that's emotionally meaningful to us, that creates, when I shared earlier, that feeling of success. It's not always about the thing, right? So I love that exercise. It's so great. So I just want to just take a moment to absorb what we actually just did. We visualized our future, okay, with and without. Preferably we're going with, because if you're part of this community, we know where we're going, right? Everybody in? We're in. We already know that. We said that already. And then going through, you know, just really understanding our passion. Our passion. Somebody said to me the other day, like, how do you like your job? I'm like, this is not a job. This is a life purpose. This is a passion. You don't just do this. You live this and you breathe this. And that's why we incorporate these breath work, these exercises and all the stuff to make sure that we understand that this is supportive. This is us making sure that tonight is your greatest investment that you ever made, because it's the only one that you have right now, and your time is your most valuable asset. So we want to make sure that you're just grounding into the moment, breathing into this time. And just a quick question for you. What is your biggest challenge right now? Feeling into your goals, doing that exercise. What's your biggest challenge right now, would you say? Can you share that in the chat? And then with that, what is one possible solution to that challenge, or one step? Because I want to play off what Maureen just shared. She said, okay, you want a bed. First thing that comes to mind to me, and maybe it's something different to you all, is like, how much is the bed? I guess in my head, right? I'm like, okay, what kind of bed is? And you know, if you've gone to a mattress store recently, you could be anywhere, right? Like it could be thousands and thousands, or it could be, you know, a little bit less. And then of course you're like Goldilocks, this one's too hard, that one. So of course they know the price right one is the one that's a little bit higher. And then, you know, what's one possible solution? Okay, do you have the 8-year interest-free plan? Like that happens too. And sometimes that happens really easily in January. I know I'm getting new appliances and Sign and Drive and my mother-in-law and whoever else, you know, helping with all that stuff. The thing is, if we focus on the challenge, I don't have the money for the stove. I looked at my bank account, there's no money for the stove. I look for a solution, and I'm not suggesting everyone to go get in debt, because I see that some people don't want to be in debt. I'm just sharing just an example. But I really want the stove. Did you see the stove from 1981? It didn't work. There's in always a possible solution, or a step towards a solution. Now, maybe we don't have the money for the bed and we don't have the credit. We could still go look for the bed. We could feel in our bed tonight that bed's coming. Something's going to happen. And we can start feeling into this. So, greatest challenge that you have right now, and what's one possible solution? And if you can share that in the chat, what we're doing is we're flipping from how can't I, how much is the bed? I can't, to, well, how can I? What if I could? What if I could make a plan over 6 months to then go get the bed? Or maybe I don't get the highest one that I wanted, or, you know, if the money is the challenge, because I'm just making something up based on my own thought process. So Simple shifts will help us transform challenges into opportunities. And even if it's just an opportunity to look at something different, if we shift our perspective, we can shift our outcome. That is being a manifester. And that is something that you can absolutely do today. So we talk about being a solutionizer, right? Looking for the solutions rather than looking for the challenges, because it's the first thought that comes into the mind. Well, here's the challenge. Here's why you can't do it. Here, you don't have the time. You don't have the money. You don't have the babysitter. You don't have the friends. We have to stop that. These are the obstacles. They're getting in the way. And what is really the greatest obstacle is noise in the mind. Your inner conversation will keep us in procrastination and keep us stuck until we say, well, how can I? How could that start to look? Well, what if I did an affirmation? What if I wrote things down and just play that game? See where it's bringing you somewhere new to that 5-year goal. That's what we're doing. We're manifesting by every single thought that we're thinking. The stuff we have around us, the life circumstances and all the stuff that we complain about, it's an outcome of old thinking. It's still a manifestation. It's still stuff that you created. So all the stuff that you want to change, let's not focus on what's going wrong, what's not right. Oh God, if I created all of this, what the hell else is going to go wrong? And start to shift that inner conversation. So, wow, that's super powerful that I created all this crap, because that means that I can flip it around just like that and create tangible outcomes on purpose. So with that, we're going to get to Maria to
Listen,
she says smart goal in her sleep every night.
All the stuff that this workshops that we're doing here, it's about the action steps. That's the bottom line. And that's where it gets difficult because so many of us give up in the middle of it. Okay, whether it's the simple yet so difficult things like breath work, like gratitude journaling to rewire our brain, like meditation, the three most basic critical tools. If you ask yourself, am I doing that every day? And the answer is no. All right. If it's not every day, are you living the lifestyle of it? Because after 2 decades of doing this, it's in my daily routine, like it's natural now. Okay. But it's still a practice all the days of our lives, and we need to remember that. So don't beat yourself up. If you fall off track with the steps that you need to take every day, keep getting back on it because it works. If it's because you don't feel well and you need to start vitamins on a regular routine, don't give up on your routine. Don't give up on what matters to you because you're going to do it for somebody else. We are caregivers. Mainly, many people in our group are caregivers, so we're always caring for everyone but ourselves. All right, I'm going to share my screen real quick because I just want to show you something. This is where we lead you inside the app. Inside the app, you're going to go to January 2025 Goal Setting and Manifestation section. We lead you there. And here's where you could watch the replay from tonight. But most importantly, we have 2 workbooks for you. The Gangster Goal Journal, the Be Do Have is in there, and the Smart Goal Workbook. Download them. Use them as a tool. If you've used them before, rip that one up and redo it, or go back and see the other one and redo it. My obligation tonight is to share with you about the SMART goals. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen a little bit because it's important. It's one of our gangster secrets in our community. And if you're one of our members, our premium members and part of our community, then you know that one of our gangster secrets is set specific goals, and it's SMART goaling. So be sure to download this because when you're creating your action steps to reach your big goal, You know, when you blow out your birthday candle each year and you're like, I wish I had a healthier body. Great. You could keep blowing out the candles. I promise you, if you take the action steps necessary and you stay focused on it and you practice not allowing other people to change your mind or take you off track. And it's so easy because I was going to try put in the chat, well, what stops you from getting there? For me, I was going to put time because I'll find myself at my computer instead of getting to my pickleball class or yoga class because getting stuff out is more important, and other people's noise, whether it's my niece calling me up because she wants more time on her app, whatever it may be, we have to keep our time valuable to ourselves. So when you're creating your SMART goals, it could be your personal goals, your financial goals, it could be for material things. It doesn't matter, but these documents are writable documents. You write in it. It's for you to write in it, use, reuse. And when you're thinking about your personal goals, of course, you're going to keep your loved ones in mind, but do goals for you. Doesn't have to be for everyone else. They will come and join your party. It's the way it works. Everyone's going to want to join your party when you're taking the necessary action steps to feel well. Okay. And if you can remember a time that maybe you were exercising and you felt great, keep going back to that exercise every day. Remember the time that made you feel great because it's all about how you feel. Everything else is noisy. Okay. They say people, like if I die tomorrow, people are only going to remember how you made them feel. That's it. Not what you bought them, not what you did for them, not what you showed them. Only how you made them feel. Whether it's good or it's bad, it's indifferent. It's just about the feeling. So write down the material goals you want. Some of you put we were talking about a house. If that's what you really want, manifest it. Okay? There are ways to make it happen. Don't limit your thoughts. If you think worth less thoughts, you're going to get worth less outcomes. If we shift our mindset, this is why we're here sharing, okay? It is human like to do that. It's a learned behavior. If we shift it to worth more, I am strong. I can do it. I am here. It does feel good. You're going to bring it upon yourself. So you feel that in yourself. All these documents, again, they're for you. But the most important is that Smart Solutioner worksheet. Take the steps. Do it now. Do it again next month, the next month, and see if you are really taking your goals. Because one of our gangs of secrets is speaking your truth to yourself and to others. So if you're not really speaking your truth and taking those difficult and challenging action steps, you will wake up next year, 3 years in the same position you are today. Because I hear so many, why does this always happen to me? Why am I can show you why. Are you taking the action steps necessary? No, no, it's not going to work for me. That momentum won't work. It won't work, period. I can tell you that. I've been there, did it, done it. People see me living the life I live now, but they forget where I was. They forget where I came from, okay? In a mental institution. It didn't happen overnight. It happened with dedication. And that's why I'm passionate when I speak about it with you. So what are you going to do? You're going to be specific. You want to write down your goal in a few words as possible. Get there. Be realistic. My goal is to have a fit body. Okay. Make your goal specific. Okay. How are you going to get there? What are you going to do? Who are you going to be with? Am I going to play pickleball? Who am I going to hang out with? Write it down. So be specific. And make it realistic. So with this, you're going to write 3 action steps that you'll take specifically to take yourself from where you are, where you want to be. What does that mean? I did it. I have to go out. I bought 2 pickleball paddles and the pickleballs. Did I start yet? No. Do I have them ready to go? Did I take the action steps? Yes. Will I start next week? Maybe. I don't know, but I know that I'm taking the action steps to get there. Done. Because I want to play pickleball. Okay. Make it measurable and realistic. Am I going to play yeah, I'll meet you 5 days a week. It's not realistic. Will I meet you once a week? Yeah, yes, I could start with that and feel not overwhelmed. May I have to um not be in bed at 9 and maybe go play pickleball 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.? Yeah, that might have to happen, but that's me challenging myself. Or get up early. Same thing with breath work, gratitude journaling. Let's not let excuses get in our way, or other people or time. It's so easy for that. The difficult part is taking accountability for ourselves and making it happen. Nobody else is going to do it for you, but everybody does it for them, and everybody reaches their goals except the ones that have excuses. So you want to make it measurable, okay? Nobody loses 50 pounds in 30 days. It's an unrealistic goal. Set yourself up for success. Are you going to cut down on carbs? How are you going to do it? If it's once a week, great, but stick to it. Speak your truth. Hold yourself accountable. Okay, this is where I'm going. Make it attainable. 30 days, all right. Maybe 6 months I'll lose 50 pounds because I love to eat. So I'm not giving up my food. I'll be unrealistic. So make it attainable too, so you don't pressure yourself. How will I find the time? I need time. Okay, so you got to move things around that work well, but maybe uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is good. When you find something that's uncomfortable, go after it, because there's room to fine tune it and really like zone in on what's going to work for you. I mean, you don't want to throw the dishes at your husband or your wife and say, "All right, honey, that's it. I'm going to play pickleball at 8. Dinner's on you and the kids. I'm out." That's not mindful. That's selfish. But there's ways to go about it. You talk about it, you communicate so you can reach your goal and get there. And then you want to be timely. I'll reach my goal by. You do your halfway points. And then what you're going to do. Who can you talk to for support? Talk to the right people. Okay, you don't want to talk to somebody who's a couch potato and ask them, Grandma, how am I going to figure out how to play pickleball? She's going to say, I don't know, honey, just come hang out with me and watch church. Like, you got to go to the right people. Otherwise, you're going to stay stuck. So that's what I have for you. These documents are all available for you. They are at your fingertips. We are here for you. Again, this is a quick masterclass to give it to you, but that's it. That's it, Sheila. Take it over.
All right. Well, told you Maria likes SMART goals, okay? Well, these goals are meant for you tonight is about starting. Tonight is not about, okay, I buttoned everything up and I got it all set. If you're inside the app, if you're one of our premium members or you have a membership with us, you will have access to this material, like Maria shared earlier today, that we opened up access to more people. So even if you don't have a premium membership, you will still have access to this material. So I just want to make sure that that's clear. What's a premium member? Okay. So if you have our Solutionizer membership, or you're part of our corporate engagement, or you have our one-to-one coaching, you guessed it, you're a premium member. So you're going to have unlimited access to this material plus all the rest of the materials that we already have on the monthly ongoing. For tonight, if you want to make sure, if you missed something, if you didn't get the download, you didn't get all the stuff, make sure that you're inside the app. If you're watching already inside the app, you already know what we're talking about. You have the access. That will be open and those links will be available for you. I believe it's for 30 days, but please, someone tell me if I'm wrong. It will expire at some point, okay? But you do have this because we understand that tonight's not about making sure that everything's buttoned up and then going, okay, I did it, put it on the shelf and not do anything about it. It's an ongoing process. It's about you having all of these different tools. Maybe for some of us, the visualization, that's it, I got it, I can see it. For someone else, they're like, I really need to get into that SMART goal. I really want to develop it. Someone else might say, that be, do, have, it made it so clear for me what I actually want. And then when you get a moment and just submerge yourself into, yes, you do get this opportunity to make these different choices, to look over, to take the time to create those action steps. This is all about putting the plan together and all the puzzle pieces to make them fit for you. And if anyone knows us, you know that our middle name at Transformational Gangsters, besides all the long words, Transformational Gangsters, is community. Okay, we are a community. We believe in the power of community. We believe that connection, we believe having our resources attainable, affordable, accessible, all the above, so that average, regular people can become super people, can become up above average achievers, can be manifestors. It's not only for the elite. It's not only, not that we're not elite, because we are an elite group, by the way. What I'm saying is we all have hands and we can all create. And now putting this all together, some of the people shared tonight and even in the chat, and it's every single class we've ever put on, is accountability. I need accountability because I'm doing the stuff, I write the things down, but who the hell's going to watch me? Okay. That's about our community. This is a mastermind. If you think you don't belong to a mastermind, well, you do, because that's what we have here. It's a mastermind. It's a community inside the app. Come hang out with us, submerge yourself into like-minded individuals that are all looking for something, that feeling of success. Maybe the goals are specific and different. We're all on the same route and we can get there, and we can get there and leverage each other's energy, right? We all feel the energy in this community tonight. I mean, I'm feeling it. I don't know about you. But we can leverage each other. So please come and really reach out and find out more. We're going to be sharing also a link to a call, so you can set up a discovery call if you're like, I don't know what this woman's talking about. I got a random text or an email or a something, and I just jumped on here. We're here to share more about our community. We have free access to community, and we also have premium membership, and we can talk to you about any of those different things. We can help you with your SMART goals. Our vibrant community, we love our community because our people are everything. And if you're one of our people, you know who you are, okay? You're everything. Because without you, we're doing this anyway. By the way, we're doing this anyway. So we're so grateful to have you as the success stories. And if you're one of those people who have had success with us, share it, scream it from the rooftops, because there might be someone else that's thinking, I don't know if that could work for me. I don't know if I can really create that life of my dreams. I'm not really sure. Shout it out, because you could be saving someone else from giving up. Inside of our community, we have chat, we have tracking systems, we have challenges that we're doing. We have a live movement studio that we don't even talk about, where we have yoga classes right there, right in the app, coaching where you want it, when you need it, meditation, wellness classes, and so many more things. All of these types of classes that we have, they're accessible to you right inside of that app and that membership. And one of the last things that I'm going to share about with you, and if you've gone through our program before, you know all about it. Share with a friend. If you haven't gone through our program before, jump on it. The January tribe is incredible. We do a 10-week, what we call Mobster to Mentor method mastermind. And why I call this a mastermind is because we get together a group of only 10 individuals that join. We meet every Tuesday starting, I think it's the last week in January. And we have weekly lessons, plans, interactive coaching. You get on with a group of 10 folks and us, and we lead us through the Mobster to Mentor method. What does that mean? That means changing the internal conversation, changing it, shifting it, doing something different. And you have access to that and so much more. And I don't want to keep going on about that because this is not about a sales thing. It's about an opportunity. And that's coming up. We have, I think we have 6 spots still available for that, which is pretty interesting. But I think because we're doing it at the end of the month, we have a little bit more time. If you have gone through the program, share with a friend. If you have not gone through the program, and you're curious about it, please reach out to us. Set up a call. We'll share that with you. We'll also share the link to join. If you're like, I don't need a call, I want this. I want a group of folks. I want the accountability. I want to be able to be a part of all of the tracking, and I want this membership. Join. That's it. Press the button and go ahead and join. Book your call, book your session with us. We're happy to talk with you about any questions that you have. And let's go. Let's make
Sheila,
this.
real quick, inside the app is where you could just book the 30 minutes. Okay.
Yes, inside the app, you can book your call. Schedule it at your convenience, mutually convenient time. We have that open and available, I think, over the next week. Then we are going on a cruise, and we're coming back to kick off the next 6-month life coaching tribe, starting with our 10-week Mobster to Mentor method. If it's something that you feel called to find out more about, go ahead and call, and we'll be here to help you. If you need any help, any assistance with anything, book a call. We're here for you, one way or another. So I thank you so much for your time. It's your greatest and your most valuable asset. Please share with us your experiences, your wins from tonight. If there's anything that stood out to you, if you had an aha moment, if something shifted in your mind space, share with us. We want you to be part of our community. So thank you so much. And namaste. Have a good night. If anybody has any
Is that it?
questions,
Are we done? Are we done? Or is
we're
anybody?
done.
Does
Maureen,
anybody have
maybe-
anything that they'd like to share, by the way? I know we
Right,
had
that's what I'm
mentioned
saying.
we
If
would
anybody
open it up.
has anything you want to share, questions,
I was ready to
observations,
clip it.
comments.
Okay, good.
Anybody want to share
Anything?
anything? Maria's quick to end the call, so
Okay.
speak now or forever.
So I
Oh.
dropped the link in the chat. So just making sure everybody did see that for the app where you can schedule your 30-minute call and find out more and access all of the information we spoke about tonight. So whether you already have the app, this will link you right to tonight's information. If you don't have the app, it'll link you to download the app. So we look forward to seeing you all there. And thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And like Sheila said, let's go. Let's
Maureen,
Yeah,
keep in
let's
touch.
go.
Mary Ellen, keep in touch. Annette, everybody, keep in touch. We're here for you.
Yes.
We're not going nowhere. That's it. Mwah.
And
Good
remember,
night,
you have
everyone.
access to all of this
Okay,
after
thank you.
tonight.